Hi, it's Veronica with Spare Hair Love Affair, and today we are going to take a look at a brand with which I don't really have any familiarity. I am trying a wig from Glamvigor, a company that specializes in synthetic wigs. Interestingly, it is a sister wig company to Wigshi, which specializes in affordable human hair wigs. But they were kind enough to reach out and ask if I would like to try one of their wigs to review for you, and I said, sure, I'll give it a whirl. So I am taking a look at GLP007 today. If you're interested in learning more about this, stay with me and we'll take a quick run through. So this is how GLP007 arrived to me. And to be honest with you, even though Glamvigor is an overseas company, this package arrived more quickly at my doorstep than 3/4 of the products that I order from the United States. But it came in this amazing packaging. We've got a really nice box here. And within the box, the wig actually comes in a satin bag, complete with a wig grip. Now, I actually have wig grip on, so I'm not going to be using this one. But let's go ahead and let's take a first peek of the unboxing together. So this wig is made of Kanekalon fibers, which are heat friendly. And my first impressions are that the wig has a little bit of weight to her. When I looked on the website, she was listed at 120 grams, which I believe converts to about 6.2, 6.3 ounces. So it's got a little bit of weight to it, but the hair is extremely silky feeling. So what we have here, if we take a closer look at her cap, is we have a fixed center part and what appears to be an ear-to-ear extended lace front. Now, it's already got a scalloped edge, but in my opinion, this is definitely going to need to be cut back. But we have rose lace, close wefting in the back, adjustable straps so that the circumference can be adjusted according to what your measurements are, a comb in the back for added security, and I'll be slipping this in underneath my wig grip, and combs at the ears as well. Now, just in feeling this, I'm not feeling any permatease in this at all, which is fantastic. I think it's going to have a much more natural appearance once I get her on. Another thing that I am noticing is that from a coloring perspective, while this is an ombre, I'm not seeing the extremely stark rooting that was portrayed in the picture that accompanied the image on the website, both from the other model as well as the mannequin. So I am standing in front of windows in my bathroom right now, if that gives you any indication of what this color is looking like. So let's put her on and see what she looks like actually on my head before I cut the lace. Okay, first thoughts. I have essentially popped her on. I have not trimmed this lace yet, done no styling. I have a 21.5-inch circumference. So I put her on the second loop in from the edge. I did tuck the combs on each side as well as the comb underneath the back of my wig grip. And although I said she weighs in a little heavy at over 6 ounces, she doesn't feel heavy. These fibers feel pretty darn amazing. And we've got a little bit of shine going to this Kanekalon, but it is not terrible. Again, I'm thinking that's because they're heat-friendly fibers. I really think the color application is super pretty. And I have not cut the lace yet, like I said, but I want to get in and I want to show you how impeccable this hairline is. It doesn't have that banding at the front, which I personally am a fan of. I don't really like that. I don't think it's natural to have the white band at the front that a lot of blonde wigs have. But I think it's gradual and I think it's very pretty. And the coverage is superb. It really does go ear to ear with your lace. And it's a comfortable cap. Do a quick turnaround for you. super length. And we've got some nice long natural layers. I think there's a lot you can do with her. And the center part is pretty narrow. It's not going to give you a lot of room for navigating to the left or the right. Um, Again, I'm okay with that. I think that the cut on this really frames the face quite nicely. And I think once I cut the lace on this and add a little bit of uh, just tweaks to it, I am going to love it. So tell you what, let me get this off. Let me trim the lace. I'll be right back and we'll take a closer look at her. Hang tight. So I've got the lace cut, and one thing that I want you to be aware of is that the hairline on here is very nice and dense on the sides. So it gives you some room to really customize to your own hairline if you have bio hair, which I do have a little scraggly hairline here. So there will be some fallout. Do not be afraid and think that there's something wrong with your wig. I had some hairs that actually cut out with the hairline when I cut the lace. But what I do in an effort to make sure that this hair isn't going to flop into my face is I just use my hot comb, and I use it on a low setting. I've got this now on about a 4. Doesn't take very long. And basically I am just going to go along my hairline with the littlest bit of heat so that I can trim these fibers in a more expedited manner to stay out of my face. There we go. Want a little bit of lift? You can achieve that as well. There we go, and that's really all it takes. But let me get a little closer here. And I'm going to show you what this hairline actually looks like after cutting. One thing I forgot to mention, I did mention this is an affordable line of wigs. This wig is $129.99, which if you have priced any of the major name brand manufacturers lately, you'll know that the price of synthetic wigs is just going up exponentially. This is a very reasonably priced wig. And as someone who is an everyday wig wearer, I will say that on first impression, again, I have not worn this for any length of time. You're unveiling this with me. This was very comparable to my wigs that are many hundreds of dollars. The cap construction is very nice. They have not skimped or scrimped on the details. The stitching is fine. The lace is truly invisible. And the fibers, upon first glance and first impressions, feel very similar to, again, some of my major manufactured wigs. One thing I do want to do is I want to take down the shine. So let's see what we can do with that. Hang tight. The secret for this is simply some dry shampoo. Any old brand will do. People always say, what brand do you use? Honestly, whatever's on sale. What you do need to remember is that when you are adding dry shampoo, it is going to add a bit of a film or a layer. So you don't want to go too crazy, because if you're not covered with warm body, you don't want to use a ton. Personally, I enjoy the body and the texture. The dry shampoo for the video on top of the dollary of those simple factors. So we're going to just a second. We'll see if we can let the dry shampoo and some finger rubbing work its magic. I am happy to report that there is definitely zero permatease on this wig. So the volume that you are seeing is essentially just due to the density of this wig. I would say that this is a medium to heavy density wig. You are not going to be able to see any of those lefts. But from a weight perspective, again, although it is weighing in at a little over 6 ounces, it is not uncomfortable. And so there we have it. Granted, I am not doing this in front of a mirror. I'm just trying to use the camera, and this didn't take long, as you can see. But I am very, very impressed with my first experience with a Glamvigor wig. Again, wig GLP007, and it is an ombre blonde layered wig. It is listing right now at the time of filming, which is December of 2024 at $129.99 US. Shipping is free and incredibly fast. However, they did give me a code, which is listed right here. That is Veronica 10. If you choose to use that, it's going to save you another 10% off of that price. I encourage you to check out Glamvigor on branching out into some longer wigs, which is something that I was actually waiting for. I have been watching their evolution over the past few months, and so I am quite eager to see what their wig designers are going to come up with. This is something that is more up my alley. So do a quick turn for you. Final thoughts. I do think this is a fantastic option for anybody looking for a comfortable, affordable, heat synthetic or heat-friendly synthetic wig. I would encourage you to check out www.glamvigor.com. And the last thing I'd like to leave you with is for you to remember that you don't owe anyone an explanation for why you choose to feel confident. So wear that wig and wear it proudly. And I'll see you next time on Spare Hair Love Affair. Bye.